Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another tutorial. In this tutorial I'm going to show you how to blur things, so things that are moving. Sometimes you might want to blur number plates, people's faces. You might record your desktop and need to hide something on there or whatever, so yeah, let's get started. This is in Premiere. It's pretty easy to do. I did download a sample clip from pexels.com, so they're a pretty good website for stock footage and it's free. The clip, it's not the best quality, it's not the best clip, but there's a lot of camera movement, so I'm going to get to show you exactly how this is done. This is a bit of a difficult clip to do this to, but yeah, let's have a look at it. So I've deleted the audio because it's just going to be annoying with the audios playing while I'm trying to show you this, but let's just play the clip. And we're going to blur this guy's face here, the guy walking the dog. So as you can see, a lot of camera shake and things like that. So let's go to the start of our clip and let's get started. So first thing you want to do in your effects panel here, just search for blur, B-L-U-R. And what you want is the Gaussian blur or Gaussian blur, however you say that. Drag it onto your clip. You'll see it come up in the effect controls. You'll see it come up here. And then what we're going to do, we're zoomed into 400% here already. But let's just say that's how the normal clip looks. So we're going to zoom in 400% just so we can see the guy's face a little bit better. And we're going to get the pen tool right here. You could also use the circle for a face, but pen tool is going to be a bit better, I think. So we're just going to draw a little circle around his face, and the way I'm getting these curves is you literally just click your mouse and drag and it will create those little tails with the curves. So I'm just going to do this pretty rough for the sake of the tutorial to make it fast, but yeah, once we've done the first part there, we've just drawn the little circle. We're going to up the blurriness, so we'll just make this till, you know, the face is unrecognizable. Let's just go about there. And obviously if you just play this, the blurred spot is going to stay in the one point while the video moves, and I'll show you that now. So the blur's staying somewhere around here. It's off his face, obviously. So got to go back. We need to animate this blur, this pen tooled blur area. So just click the stopwatch here next to mask path, and that's probably about all we need. We'll do opacity as well, just in case we want to change that later. And what you're going to do is you can go frame by frame, literally, if you want to. This will take a while though. You can go frame by frame and move that you know, that path in front of his face, so it's blurred the whole time. But what I like to do is just, you know, go ahead a little bit like that and then drag it out. And then you can also reshape your mask if need be as well. Like as he gets closer to the camera, obviously his face gets bigger. So you'll need to make that mask area bigger. So now what we've got is these 2 points, and this is what happens if we go frame by frame. It's pretty close, but what I can do now is just make some little not touches. I can do these little final touches like that, just to fine tune, I guess, where the blur is. So you can see there it's working pretty well. As I go on a bit more, it's coming off his face a little bit, so oops, we're just going to put that on his face a bit more. Go forward a few frames, and you can see it's following along pretty nicely now. Then that's all you got to do. If you have something that's moving, you know, nice and smoothly across a frame, like a car, and you're trying to blur the number plate and the car's moving, you know, nicely across the frame, it's pretty easy to do. You know, draw your little mask around the number plate at the start, then go to the end, make sure you animate the movement of that. Go to the end and move the square or rectangle, whatever it is, to there. Chances are, if the car's moving nicely across the frame, the blurred movement will also move with that car nicely. It's just going to depend on, you know, the speed of the car and all that kind of stuff and camera movements. But this one here is all over the place, as I said before, so it's a little bit difficult. As the guy's walking, you can see his head's going up and down, so we've got that issue to deal with. The camera movement's all over the place. So yeah, this is a really kind of difficult one to do, but we're getting there. So probably not going to do the whole lot, but as you can see, I'll go forward like 4 or 5 frames and I move it again. And then we'll come back at the end and just make sure we make up any parts where we've missed. As you can see now, his head is getting a bit bigger because he is approaching the camera. So we'll move this around just a little bit. Now, as I said, I'm not doing a perfect job by any means. This is just quick for a tutorial. And you can feather the edges a bit more as well, so it doesn't look as obvious where the blur starts and ends. He's kind of looking up here, so just keep going. As you can see, the camera just had a massive movement to the side there. So it's still going. So yeah, it's pretty easy to do. It just can be very time consuming if, you know, if whatever it is moving a lot and stuff like that. So sometimes these are very easy. This is a kind of long clip as well. I think it goes for about 10 seconds or so. So yeah, I think that's all I'm going to do because you do get the idea, but let's play that back and see how that looks. We'll leave the mask on just so mask turns off. So you can, there you go, I've done a half decent job. That's where I stopped, so you can see the mask is still here when it needs to be there. But yeah, then what you might do is just go through and go bit by bit and just move it and play around with it until the whole way through the frame it covers the face or whatever it is. So that's about it. It is pretty easy. Don't take my example as good work because it's not. But yeah, you'll find it's just when there's a lot of movement, it can be a bit hard. You do have to track each little thing. But as I did say before, if there's someone walking, you know, directly straight towards your camera, all you have to worry about is that it goes from small to big. As they approach closer to the camera, the mask area gets bigger and smaller. So if you have a car, as I said before, driving across the scene, it is kind of easier to mask the number plate at the start and then do one at the end. And then if you're lucky, the mask will follow perfectly. If not, you might just have to make some little changes in between, if that makes sense. So that's about all. Hope you enjoyed. Pretty easy one. Yeah, as I said, just can be a little bit time consuming. So hope this helped you. If it did, please subscribe. Please like the video. Please chuck down a comment below if you have any questions or anything like that. I always try to answer questions when I can. And that's about all. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys soon. Thanks very much for watching.